Have you ever heard of the Ashley Madison Data Breach, a scandal that rocked the world of cybersecurity? In the shadowy realm of the internet, there exists a platform named Ashley Madison. Behind its sleek interface and persuasive marketing, it harbored a unique selling proposition, one that was as intriguing as it was controversial. It was a site dedicated to facilitating extramarital affairs, promising its users complete discretion and privacy. But this promise, as we would soon discover, was to be spectacularly shattered. In the summer of 2015, Ashley Madison fell prey to one of the most notorious data breaches in the history of cybersecurity. The breach was not just a technical glitch or a minor setback, it was a catastrophic event that exposed millions of users, causing ripples that would reach far beyond the confines of the digital world. But what led to this breach? Was it a flaw in the system, an oversight, or something far more sinister? And what were the consequences of this breach? Who bore the brunt of the fallout? And how did it change the landscape of cybersecurity? These are the questions we shall attempt to answer as we peel back the layers of this complex narrative. We'll explore the intricate details of the breach, the subsequent fallout, and the lessons learned. This is not just a story about a data breach, it's a story about trust, privacy, and the lengths some will go to exploit them. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, we must understand the platform at the heart of this tale. Ashley Madison, a site that dared to venture where few had before, a site that promised secrecy in a world where privacy is increasingly elusive. And it was this very promise that would prove to be its downfall. So, buckle up as we journey into the heart of one of the most infamous episodes in cybersecurity history. A tale filled with intrigue, suspense, and unexpected twists. A tale that serves as a stark reminder of the vulnerabilities inherent in our interconnected world. Stay with me as we delve into the details of this dramatic cybersecurity saga. It all began in July 2015, a time when Ashley Madison users were blissfully unaware of the impending storm. In the world of cybersecurity, few events are as dramatic as a data breach. In this case, a group of hackers who called themselves the Impact Team had managed to penetrate Ashley Madison's defenses, gaining unrestricted access to private user data. Among the stolen digital loot were real names, home addresses, email addresses, and even credit card transactions. The discovery of the breach was a chilling moment. Akin to finding a stranger in your home, the realization that the sanctity of your private space had been violated can send shivers down your spine. For Ashley Madison, a site that prides itself on discretion, the shock was unimaginable. As news of the breach spread, initial reactions ranged from disbelief to panic. Users who had sought anonymity and discretion were now facing the potential exposure of their most private details. The site, once a secure haven, had become a trap, leaving its users vulnerable and exposed. Meanwhile, the hackers were not silent. They claimed moral high ground, framing the attack as a crusade against infidelity. Their demands were simple: shut down Ashley Madison and its sister site, Established Men, or they would release all the stolen data. The clock was ticking and the stakes were high. Ashley Madison's response was swift but not without its challenges. The company, alongside law enforcement agencies, worked tirelessly to track down the culprits and secure their systems. They offered a bounty for information leading to the arrest of the hackers and reassured their users that they were doing everything possible to rectify the situation. Yet, their efforts seemed like trying to contain a wildfire with a water pistol. The breach had already happened, the data was stolen, and the threat of its release loomed large. The company was in a cyber race against time, one where every second counted. But as the company scrambled to address the breach, the consequences were just beginning to unravel. The fallout of the Ashley Madison data breach was far from ordinary. It was catastrophic. Picture this: you're a user of Ashley Madison, a website that promises secrecy, anonymity, and clandestine affairs. You trust this platform with your most intimate details. Suddenly, all that data is out there for the world to see. It's not just your name, address, and credit card details, but your deepest secrets, out in the open. The public reaction was as expected, a mix of shock, disbelief, and schadenfreude. Some reveled in the public humiliation of those exposed, while others empathized with the victims. Media outlets had a field day, with headlines screaming about the scandalous revelations. The data breach wasn't just a technical issue, it became a societal spectacle. But let's not forget about the real victims here, the users whose lives were turned upside down. There were myriad personal stories, each more heart-wrenching than the last. There were tales of marriages ending, careers destroyed, and lives irrevocably altered. There were even reports of suicides linked to the breach, painting a grim picture of the real-world consequences of such a cyber attack. Then there were the legal ramifications. Ashley Madison and its parent company, Avid Life Media, faced multiple lawsuits from disgruntled users seeking damages for emotional distress and identity theft. They were sued for failing to protect user data and for their deceptive practices. In 2016, the company settled a class action lawsuit for $11.5 million. A hefty price to pay, but a drop in the ocean compared to the damage the breach had caused. The fallout didn't stop there. The breach also revealed Ashley Madison's questionable business practices. The data leak showed that the site was populated with tens of thousands of fake female profiles, a ploy to lure in more male users. This revelation added another layer to the scandal, painting Ashley Madison not just as a victim of a cyber attack, but also as a perpetrator of deception. The Ashley Madison data breach was a wake-up call, a stark reminder of the vulnerability of our digital lives. It exposed not just user data, but also the dark underbelly of the internet, the unscrupulous practices of companies that promise secrecy, the schadenfreude of the public, and the devastating impact of a data breach on real lives. And let's not forget, the hackers who orchestrated this, they're still out there. This wasn't just about exposing infidelity, it was a demonstration of power, a display of how easily they could disrupt lives and businesses. The fallout of the Ashley Madison data breach was far from ordinary. It was catastrophic. And it's a chilling reminder of what can happen when our personal data falls into the wrong hands. The breach didn't just expose user data, it also exposed Ashley Madison's questionable practices and the dark underbelly of the internet. The Ashley Madison data breach was a wake-up call for many, highlighting the importance of robust cybersecurity. This incident underscores the critical nature of data privacy in our increasingly interconnected world. The private data of millions was laid bare for all to see, causing untold damage to lives and relationships. This is a stark reminder that data, in the wrong hands, can be a weapon of mass destruction. One key takeaway from the Ashley Madison data breach is the importance of data security protocols. Companies should not just be content with having these protocols in place, but should also regularly update and test them to ensure they are effective against the latest threats. In the world of cybersecurity, complacency can spell disaster. Another lesson to be learned is the importance of transparency. In the aftermath of the breach, Ashley Madison was criticized for its lack of communication and transparency with its users. This lack of trust further deepened the crisis. Businesses must understand that in the face of a data breach, prompt and honest communication is crucial. The Ashley Madison data breach also highlights the importance of educating users about the potential risks. Many users were seemingly unaware of the extent of the data they were sharing and the potential consequences. As we continue to live our lives increasingly online, it is essential that we are all aware of the risks and take steps to protect ourselves. Finally, the incident serves as a reminder that cybersecurity is not just a technical issue, but a human one as well. Behind every data breach, there is a human element, be it a disgruntled employee, a careless mistake, or a malicious hacker. Companies must invest in not only technical defenses but also in cultivating a culture of security awareness among their employees. The Ashley Madison data breach serves as a stark reminder of the potential dangers lurking in the digital world. It's a lesson in the importance of cybersecurity, the value of transparency, and the need for us all to be more aware of the risks we face in the digital age. Let it serve as a call to action for us all to take our digital security more seriously. Intrigued by the world of cybersecurity and want to know more? Well, you're in the right place. Our channel is a treasure trove of fascinating stories, insightful analyses, and valuable lessons, all centered around the ever-evolving mysterious world of cybersecurity. Every week we dive deep into the digital sea, exploring the unknown and shedding light on the dark corners of the cyber universe. We unravel the intricate webs of data breaches, decode the cryptic language of hackers, and decipher the complex mechanisms of online security measures. If you found value in this video, imagine what else you could discover by joining our community of cyber enthusiasts. Share this video with friends, colleagues, or anyone you think would benefit from understanding the importance of cybersecurity. Remember, knowledge is power. Stay informed, stay safe, Don't forget to subscribe for more captivating stories from the world of cybersecurity.